Hommage Barbara, also known as Dancing in the Dark, is a rose bred by Delbart in 1997. The rose is approximately 130 centimeters tall and 120 centimeters wide. It is hardy down to zone 6B. Now this rose is exceptionally hardy, disease resistant, and a very wonderful rose for flowering and for health. The petals on the flower heads themselves are very, very thick, making the flower last nearly forever, kind of like Eden rose sometimes does. Compare that with how prolific it is in blooming and also how healthy it is. And I think this is a really good rose for health and flowering. It has for sure really impressed me in that regard out of many of the red roses I grow. And I grow a lot, as many of you know. So what is my opinion about this rose? Well, I have bad news. On fragrance, there's nearly no fragrance at all. And I am sure I am imagining a tea fragrance at the back end because it is so faint. That my immediate instinct is to rank this rose 0 out of 10 or 2 out of 10. This rose is very, very blank on fragrance, kind of like Eau de Cosar also is. So don't expect any fragrance from this rose whatsoever. But do expect flowers that last forever, that stand well up to the elements, and do expect a plant that is extremely healthy, extremely floriferous. And the leaves on this plant are wonderful, beautiful, because they have this kind of like dark silver tone to them that matches well with the very dark red on this one. If I had to describe the leaves on this one, they remind me kind of another Delbart rose called Maurice Utrillo. And I sometimes like both of these roses because they're extremely healthy and extremely floriferous. So I'm in a bit of a doubt if what I should give Hommage Barbara. I actually think I'm going to give this one a silver medal because it does seem like an extremely floriferous and extremely healthy rose. And I think when it comes to red roses, you only have Ingrid Bergman rose that can kind of match it in that regard, and or something like the huge bushes like Eau de Cosar. So this does stand out for me as a rose that is very good for health and flowering. If one wants a red rose that does that. And it also has something unique going on with these frilled edges. I actually think this one does get a silver medal. Like the health is absolutely amazing, 8.5 out of 10 on health. The fragrance, 0 out of 10. The storytelling, probably a 7.5 out of 10. The flower is actually quite nice, lasts forever, so probably an 7.5 out of 10 again. And the form is quite tall, so probably only a 7.5 there, but it does have a lot of leaves out well. So I actually do like it, even though it wants to get a bit bigger. This is probably a rose. If I had to plant it again, I would plant it a bit further back in my rose bed. But seeing as I have to move around some of my red roses, I'll probably do that this autumn when it's more wet. Hommage Barbara, a really wonderful rose for health and flowering, also known as Dancing in the Dark.